Hello and welcome back to Game Hydro. Today we are going to go over another aspect of tuning your car. So in the last video we went over the suspension and the dyno stand tuning. That is definitely an important and advanced part of the game. Today we're going to go over how to tune your engine and how to make a new car available to you and what to do when you get a new engine or a new car. Over here, we're going to go to the tuning area, and instead of suspension and dyno stand, we are going to go to swap and tuning. First, though, we're going to switch over to the Nishimo 32R, which needs the 2JZ completed, and it needs the suspension components and the tires installed. We will go over how to do that. So hit select there, swap and tuning. So as you can see, with the 2JZ, or excuse me, the J2Z, you want to avoid some copyrights there. It says not enough parts. Why did we just back out of that? Hit the tuning button, and you can see what is missing. Now, the star, if you see an outline of a star, that means there is a part to install that is an upgrade over your current part, or that takes the place of a part that is not there. If you see a filled-in star and then an outline of a star next to it, that means you already have a part installed, but it can be replaced with a better part. So over in the intake exhaust system, we are going to go to the air filter. As you can see, the fuel rail, the air filter, the intake manifold are not installed. We have an air filter though, and thankfully this one is a 3-star air filter, which is pretty good. So we're going to install that. And over in the fuel rail area, we have a 3-star fuel rail. We will install that. Finally, over in the intake manifold area, we actually do not have an intake manifold, so we are going to show you how to get one of those. And then over in exhaust manifold, we got one of those, but we got a better one available. So we're going to switch to the 3-star one. As you can see, we get a little more power, a little more torque. Hit the install button on that. Now we're going to move over to the cylinder heads. We have both the camshaft and the cylinder head. Neither one is installed, but we are going to install both of those right now. We got a 3-star one. We've been getting some good rewards over here from doing the single player races. We got a 3-star cylinder head as well. Hit the install button on both of those. Go over to the cylinder block. And the thing that is missing off of there is the stroker kit. So we're going to install the 3-star stroker kit. That upgrades power significantly, power and torque. Going to install that. And right now, those take 33 minutes worth of installation, which is quite a bit. We're going to start that and come back to it later. Actually, may not be much of a point in coming back to it later, because we can still show you how to do. Okay, we do need to finish that. Speed up. Now, of course, speed ups cost some credits in order to do, but you know what? We're going to do that. Actually, you know what? We already sped it up. So I actually completely didn't realize I was doing that. Sorry, it's early in the morning. But in the suspension category, we've got everything we need. Dampers, we're going to put those in. Springs, 2-star. Arms, 2-star. And the cool thing about having all these items that are 2 stars and more is we'll be able to go to the dyno stand and tune them if we want to. That's the front suspension. Over in the rear suspension, we got everything we need also. Dampers, springs, arms, and rear sway bar. So we're going to need all these things in order to obviously field a working car. Over in the braking system, all we need to install is the brakes themselves. So right now our current work time is 25 minutes. We're going to speed that along. Now that we've got suspension, we can install wheels and tires. Let's see if we got wheels available and luck of all luck, we got wheels available. So we're going to install those, start the work. This costs less to speed up than the other ones because because there's only one part as opposed to many. Now, where do we install the tires? Interior trim, windows, wheels. Go over here and we can install the tires. We got unlimited trapezoid tires plus fast lane tires. Fast lane tires, slightly higher performing, so we're going to put those in, and those don't take any time at all. Obviously, we still have one thing missing. That's the intake manifold from the engine. Now, there are a few ways to get missing parts. One of them, of course, is to go to the single-player races and play those races until you unlock the front suspension, or excuse me, the intake manifold for for this car. These parts tend to be car specific, so it may take a while. You can also get a few more parts, not only by getting all three prizes on each race, but by watching the advertisement video to get the fourth prize. We do not recommend spending your tokens, which are a rare item, or excuse me, your gold, which is a rare item, on getting the fifth prize, because you sometimes get 4-star items from that, but you don't know what 4-star items you're going to get. So there's not really much of a point there. Now, another way to go, of course, is to go over here to the parts store. You can watch an advertisement video for a random part or paint free. Hit the info button and it shows you all the parts you can get. Let's see if intake manifolds are included. Intake manifolds are not included, so we're kind of out of luck there. However, scroll over to the engine that you need parts for. J2Z, that's our engine. You have two options. You can buy an advanced part box for 14 gold, or you can buy a basic part box for 10,000 credits. Now, if you've been grinding for a while, you may have enough credits in order to purchase a few of these, so we're going to try it. Two air filters. Okay, that's lame. Try one more. Intake exhaust system and stroker kit. All right, a 4-star stroker kit is pretty legit, but we don't have what we need out of that. We showed you in a different video, which you can go back and watch, how to grind for credits so that you can buy more of these part boxes. But it may be more beneficial to play the single-player races as well, because that's good training opportunities for you. The more of the single-player races that you get through, the more you will build your skill at this game. Another option that we'll give you that we can show you, let's switch over to one of our cars that has a full engine. We're going to go with the Fox Body Mustang over here and go to swap and tuning. Obviously, we got the L3S in the car. But the beauty of each of these cars is you can kind of install almost whatever engine that you want. So how to install a different engine in the Nishimo 32R. You first hit the uninstall button over here. It takes an hour and 30 minutes to remove the engine. We're not going to do that right now because we blew all our credits, so we won't be able to speed that up and show you. But an hour and 30 minutes, you can either wait that amount of time or you can pay the credits in order to speed it up. Unfortunately, you cannot speed it up by setting the time ahead on your phone or tablet. We tried that, and the clock is completely online, so it's not affected by the time on your phone. But wait an hour and a half and the engine will be uninstalled. After that happens, go over to your Nishimo 32R. And this can be a good strategy to do depending on what car you like better and depending on what you want to drive, basically, as well as contracts that you have that require you to use a Nishimo 32R. Once that engine is uninstalled, or once that engine is uninstalled, go over to the uninstall button on here will be replaced with an install button. So you're going to scroll over to the L3S and you're going to install that. And obviously you're going to have all the parts for the L3S that just came out of the Fox body. So you can put that into your Nishimo R32 or your R32 GTR if you're keeping track of the real cars here, and you can install that. A couple more tuning bonuses. You can change your transmission in order to not only change shifting speed and number of gears. This can affect you whether you choose the manual mode or the automatic mode, which is cool. And any of these can be converted to a manual transmission if you are a manual elitist jerk. Or, I mean, you probably are going to have a hard time playing that on phone, but if you have a controller that you use with the phone, or you're playing this on a console or a PC, it'll be significantly easier. Plus, you can change out the differential in order to control the handling and everything else with the car. So each differential has its own numbers, different types of locking, and different final drive ratios, as well as different weight. Obviously, the weight of the car will change the characteristics, whether it's acceleration, whether it's top speed, whether it's the suspension, and more. But anyways, this is Engine Swap and Tuning Guide from Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe.